Here we will see not null constraint in SQL Server. The SQL Server by default allows storing the null values in a column. Such columns are known as nullable columns. To make column not nullable, use the not null constraint on the column. The not null is a constraint in SQL that does not allow user to insert null values in the specified column. If any column is defined as a not null constraint in the table, we cannot insert a new record in the table without adding the values to that column. The general syntax is create table, table name, and then column with data types and the constraint not null. For example, create table person and the fields ID not null, last name with not null constraint, first name with not null constraint, and the age field without not null constraint. That is, age field will allow null values in that column. We can add a not null constraint after defining a table using alter table. So the general syntax is alter table, table name, then alter column, specify the column name, data type, and the constraint not null. For example, in the previous table we have defined the age column without not null constraint. We can add the not null constraint to the age field as alter table, the person, that is the table name, then alter column, age, data type integer, and not null. We can also remove the not null constraint if it is not needed using the syntax alter table. So alter table, table name, then alter column, column name, and only data type. For example, alter table person and then alter column age integer. Here it will remove the not null constraint from the field age. Now we'll try to execute this not null constraint. So first we'll use the database project 1 and we'll create the table person. Create table person with fields ID, int, not null, then first name with type varchar, not null, then last name of type varchar 50, not null, and age with int. When we execute this, it will create table person. We can check this here. Here table person is created. Now we'll insert the data inside the table. Insert into table name person. We will specify the fields as ID, first name, comma last name, comma age, and we will give the values 1, comma null, comma xyz, comma null. When we execute this, it will give error since first name you have defined as a not null. So if I give value here and if I execute, it will insert the data. We will check this. It will insert the data in the first 3 columns, but since we have not added constraint to the age field, it will allow null value into the age. Now we will add the constraint to the age field. So alter table person, alter age, int, not null. We will give here column, and when we execute this and if we refresh here, it will added not null constraint to the age field also. And now if we insert the data, insert into person, it won't allow the null value into the age column since we have added the constraint not null to the age field. If we give here 20 and execute, it will add the data. To check this, we will use select statement. So select star from person and execute. The data is inserted with age 20. To remove the constraint, we will use alter table, person, alter column, age with data type int, and if we execute this and we refresh here, the not null constraint is removed from the field age. We can add or remove the null constraint using SQL Server Management Studio. For this, open the table in the design mode. Select the column where you want to add the null constraint or remove it. I will add field mobile number of type varchar, and if I click here, it will remove the null values. That is, it will not allow the null values for that column. It will show here allow nulls no. And if I select this it will allow the null values for that column. Here it will show allow nulls yes.